Hey guys, I'm Ted here to give you another lecture, and for this lecture we are going to discuss uh, perhaps the worst of the developments to rise from redemption of the South, and that would be the practice of lynching. Lynching rose during the late 1890s to become the Southeast, or the redeemed states, the former slave states, preferred method of punishment for those judged guilty of breaking the social rules. Now, the Redeemer governments turned a blind eye to lynchings. And Jeff, for clarification on the definition of a lynching, it is the violent summary execution, the actual judicial execution of an individual carried out by a mob. And these mobs were almost always directed towards the local African American community. And local African Americans were singled out for offenses that they had been accused of, or at times just for sport. And it's really inestimable to calculate the exact number of African American men and women, because women were lynched as well. It's really hard to calculate just how many of them lost their lives. An estimated 200 lynchings a year took place between 1880 and 1900, with numbers after 1900 until really the middle of the 1960s remaining and averaging over 100 per year. So between 1900 and the 1960s, there were an estimated 100 lynchings a year. Really one of the most terrible and frightening events to emerge in American history. Another part, and this is another portion of American history that has not received, in my opinion, a lot of scholarship or sufficient scholarship, would be the use will be the use and the real social impact of lynching. It was a terror campaign. It was a terrorist campaign used to undermine one community, to keep one community subservient. It was lynchings sort of took the place of plantation beatings after redemption. Periodically on a plantation, slaves were simply beaten just to reinforce that they had no rights, that their well-being, their comfort, everything depended on the will of the slave owner. And lynchings took that place. Lynchings were used to drive home to the African Americans community that their well-being, their livelihood, their security all depended on the whims, on the will of the white community. And at any given moment, for any given moment, for any reason, violence can be directed towards them for pretty much no reason, for fancy, for sport. There you guys have it. That's my quick fast fact, and there's a lot more that can be said, but the fast facts are designed to be short. So I'll just taper it off there. As always, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Feedback, of course, is always welcomed. And as always, I'm Ted, and I'll see you guys next time for another Fast Fact.